When Jaguar wanted to prove the top speed of the XK120 in 1949, it went to a Belgian auto route. When the engineers wanted to do the same thing with XJ220, they had to travel much further. The first stop was Firestone's test track at Fort Stockton in Texas. Bridgestone, the Japanese tyre company which is Firestone's parent, had developed some very special tyres for XJ220, and both the tyre technicians and XJ220's engineers wanted to test their products at the limit. Instruments and computers in the car and beside the track would record every aspect of XJ220's performance. But Fort Stockton is more than just testing by technology. It's also testing by the elements. The desert heat and the dry as dust atmosphere will push both car and tyres to the extreme.
Hey, do you like this one? I've had this one for ages.
On hand to drive one of the XJ220 production prototypes was Andy Wallace, a member of the team which had won at Le Mans in 1988. It's a snug fit in the cockpit, but at the speeds which Wallace is going to be achieving, the driver needs to be at one with the car. Production XJ220s have normal safety belts, but for this kind of job, nothing less than a racing harness will do. Wallace's task in this, the first ever high-speed test of the car, was to work methodically and carefully towards, and then beyond, the magical figure of 200 miles per hour. By the time the Fort Stockton test was over, Andy Wallace had taken the XJ220 to a speed of 212.7 miles per hour. There was more to come, he was sure, but not here in Texas. There was only one place on Earth where the Supercar could go for the magic 220 miles an hour mark: Nardo. Situated deep in the south of Italy, Nardo is a perfect circle of concrete 8 miles across. Its almost imperceptible banking makes it the only track where speeds of over 200 miles an hour can be maintained for any length of time, and it was here that Martin Brundle came together with an XJ220 to find its true maximum. The final figure was 217.6 miles per hour. But Nardo's banking, the engineers reckon, scrubs 3% off the maximum speed. Apply that correction, and theoretically at least, the XJ220 had lived up to its name.